Shalom, Israel. First and foremost, I want to give all praises, honor, glory, and fear to Yahweh, Ba'ashem, Yahushua, Ba'ashem, Rakakwadash. Also, I want to give double honors to the elders and apostles of Great Millstone that taught us His truth, and peace and love to the Lord's hopeful elect. Back at it with another quick epistle through the spirit and power of Yahweh, Ba'ashem, Yahushua. Came across this article, man. Some Splash Slush is this guy's YouTube channel, but I'm not sure where he got the article from, but it reads, Jacksonville, I guess Florida, sheriff office said its 911 and non-emergency phone lines were down today in the city, and they are working to resolve it. And haven't we heard this thing happening before in the years past, where somehow, some way, the people are not able to contact these emergency services, man? And that could go for 911 as it relates to the police or ambulance or the firefighters or whatever, man. All right. And this is what we're trying to warn our people from, that these times are coming to Babylon the Great, especially, but all over the earth, man, where we're coming to this great tribulation where the Lord is going to allow the chaos to take place, man. All right. In a huge way, that a lot of this chaos is going to happen is because there's not going to be any law enforcement like that, man. Now, of course, they're going to come with martial law and stuff, and there's going to be laws and people getting locked up and put to death and all type of things, man. But what can you do, man? Who's going to stop any type of crime if you can't call 911? This is why we're warning our people as a whole, starting with the men, to get in order, come back to your leadership role in relation to the woman and the child. All right, come into subjection under Yahweh, Ba'ashem, Yahushua, the brotherhood in its respective order. But especially for you women out there, especially for you single women out there, and please don't be a single woman with a child. You're cooked out here if 911 goes out the window. We've warned you idiots, and talking about you silly women. Okay, told you, all this social media that you're on, there's niggas, men are from all nations watching you, just waiting for a chance to pounce on you. Have you not seen these documentaries? Have you not heard the stories? Jeffrey Dahmer, I guess he was messing with boys, but it's the same spirit, you see, and with you women that's on social media, and don't let you be doing some type of porn or some type of whorish behavior. There's men that's watching where your apartment is, man. You got cameras all, and some of you motherfuckers stupid enough to fall asleep with a live camera on. They're watching your door, the type of keys, the type of car you in. And don't think that it's not dudes that live in your city that see you doing these things, man. All right, you're an easy target is the whole point of why I've said that the woman, the child, hey, you guys are going to be the easiest target once the 911 goes away. So once you're not able to call the police, man, what you gonna do, Eve? Fight it out, shoot it out. I guess that's what you want to do anyway, because you obviously don't want the protection of a man. But we'll see how that goes for you. Either way, it's not gonna be a time of peace, for you. All right. And not just women, but men too. But again, the woman being the weaker vessel, and being that she's so puffed up here in Babylon the Great, to the point where her head is in the clouds and she don't realize how dangerous this earth really is or can be. So she'll be on social media all day posting everything, where she at. Come on, some of you people, you don't need the fucking FBI to track you down, man. All right, you don't need a tracking device. Niggas will do that, bro. The AirPod thing, I don't fuck with none of that iPhone stuff. But man, come on, it ain't just that. It's nothing in 2025 for somebody that wants to follow you to put a tracking device on your vehicle or somewhere. You know what I mean? So I'm sure that's going on right now, man. Some of you women are being tracked right now by weirdos, and you have no idea. And you around here puffed up, getting flew out on these girl trips and things like that. You don't know what is really taking place, man. So how much more is the chaos going to ensue once you're not able to dial 911 and call the police. And again, that goes for the ambulance and the firefighters, man. You get shot, you're cooked, man. You so used to, being able to dial those emergency services, man. You be out there laid out in the streets and there's no aid coming from you, for you, man. Same thing with fires, man. Look at what's going on. They can barely contain them now. Imagine in that day when everything's just burning up, no one's there. Hey, the police officers, some of them gonna quit, and just be with their families, man. Some of them gonna fold to the pressure, and they'll be a part of that, new world order army. You know what I mean? I mean, UN army or whatever, however they gonna play it, man. But there's just gonna be so much division and chaos, man. And just seeing this is just signs of the times. Just like the bank issues, man. When people are waking up and their bank accounts are drained, these are just precursors to the real deal. One day, come on, man, everybody's gonna wake up with their shit drained, bro. More than likely. You know what I mean? They'll call it a cyber attack or something. All right, same thing. One day you're gonna wake up and all 911 is gonna be down, man. Or like I say, it can be an EMP attack or something like that, some type of attack on this grid. All right, where you're not able to use communication devices, period, cell phones, period, let alone dial 911. It get to a point where Wi-Fi is gone. All right, you can't get a signal. All right, or you can't dial your mama, your daddy, can't use radios and things like that. All right, all that's coming, man. So this is why we have to serve Yahweh Shema Hawashai, because it's coming to a time where you're not going to be able to fake your faith. All right, you're not going to be able to fake your works. All right, you ain't been doing nothing. We're going to see that in Jacob's trouble, because the Lord not going to be dealing with you, and you're going to be tossed to and fro, man. You're going to have no idea what to do, how to navigate, or none of that, man, because you was playing around this entire time. And then when it got real out here, because it's going to get that real, people not used to not being able to dial 911. That's, causes a person to be prideful, especially a wicked ass woman, because in the back of her mind, she knows she can do all type of manner of wickedness, all right, and just call the police when it gets a little sticky. She can be a whore and dress like a whore and behave like a whore. But if a man wants to, take that, then she can just call the police. You just spend all your days, flaunting and teasing men, shaking your ass, and then when a man get up on you, oh, now you screaming, grape. All right, all this shit's gonna go out the door, man. And again, a hospital too, bro. What you gonna do? You get a $150 across your face during Jacob's trouble, you're cooked. And a lot of you women don't know nothing about no first aid or none of that, man. All right, so you're cooked out here. But this is all just signs of the times, what we're warning our people from, man. That being able to dial 911 has a lot of people very comfortable, man. It's subconsciously, man. All right, they know that whatever happens, any type of issue, bro, that they're just able to call the police, man. And that day, during this time of great tribulation, you're gonna have to stand on your own. Those fights that neighbors have and things like that, and families where the police will get called to come, rectify the situation, and come over there and be like a mediator, man. That shit's gonna go out the window, man. It's just gonna be up, and then it's just gonna be up from there, man. And it's just gonna be violence on top of more violence. All right, but this is the book of 2 Ezra 15 and verse 18. For because of their pride, the city shall be troubled. And we just was talking about their pride, man. And a part of their pride is the fact that these people know they can just call the police if it gets a little hectic, for whatever it may be. It could be a real reason to call the police, man. But, a lot of people like to play around, especially the woman, and just be calling the police all willy-nilly about little arguments and things like that, with a malicious intent, man. So that causes people to be puffed up, not to mention the money chasing, the money worshiping, and how folly is set in great dignity. All right, all these things causes a society, a kingdom, a nation to be puffed up and prideful, and that's what we're trying to teach our people through the spirit of power of Yahweh Shema Shah. This place is full of pride, especially Babylon the Great. The whole earth kind of like that now, but nobody's doing it like Babylon the Great, the so-called USA. All right, very prideful. For because of their pride, the city shall be troubled. All right, Jacob's trouble, this time of great tribulation. The houses shall be destroyed, and men shall be afraid. How much more the women and children? A man shall have no pity upon his neighbor, and he's going to be able to have no pity because there'll be no police to call. All right, the government is just definitely going to be involved, and they'll have a way to, again, rectify the violence that's going to happen. But as far as your usual, just picking up the phone, dialing 911, man, you best not be having faith in that, man. All right, you best to be putting your faith and trust in Yahweh Bahashem, Yahweh Shah, Yahweh, who the world ignorantly just calls God. All right, and Yahweh Shah, who the world ignorantly calls Jesus Christ, man. All right, a man shall have no pity upon his neighbor, but shall destroy their houses with the sword. And that sword symbolic for any type of instrument used for carnage and death, man. The modern sword today is the gun. So people gonna be going to different, communities and things, with the gun. All right, give it up. Why? And spoil their goods. Why? Because of the lack of bread and for great tribulation. So that lack of bread, man, is first and foremost is spiritual bread. All right. Wisdom, knowledge, and understanding. The Lord taught us that wisdom shall be the stability of thy times. What times? These times that we're coming into, these horrific times, man. All right. And not just that. So if you don't have that, man, you're going to be troubled. All right. You're going to get caught up in this, as well as a literal lack of bread. A famine is coming. So because people don't know what's going on, they didn't hearken to the words of Yahweh, Ba'ashem, Yahweh Shah, and they hungry, on top of what it say, for great tribulation, on top of all the chaos, all the violence, all the what the Lord said he came to do, not send peace but a sword. He came to set man at variance against one another, a father against his son, mother against daughter, mother-in-law against daughter-in-law. So these things are going to come to pass, and they are going to fully manifest during this time of great tribulation. So you already don't know what the hell is going on, all right, as it relates to prophecy. All right, you hungry than a mug, and there's just violence and chaos happening all around you. People are pissy. Your family is pissy. Your daughter, your son, they all pissy. Everybody got an attitude, looking at you to be the man of the house, and you're not able to do that because of the great tribulation. Now what? Now they don't respect you no more. Now this woman that you kept comfortable all these years, she been comfortable. Now that she's uncomfortable, now she's looking at you like you crazy. Like you can't do nothing, and that's gonna cause a spirit of division, and there's gonna be a lot of violence just within people's homes. How much more versus people that you don't know. Your boy Trump finna come in and Lord willing, clean shot, man, and start this, man. I guess he said he gonna start with the immigrants that have came over here for whatever reason. Seems like they only came over here so Trump can do this, and Lord willing, some type of chaos happens, or there's a high level of conflict. Because what other reason are they here? If Trump is just gonna get them out, like what's the reason that they let all those people over here just to send them back peacefully? Come on, man. No way that all those people came over here just to return to where they came from peacefully. No way, man. And things have kind of like been quiet on that front, man. But if you remember all the videos, we've spoken on it. Oh man, they was bringing these people in by the busloads, literally. Like it was packed out. The New York, they all everywhere, sleeping on the sidewalk, occupying hotels, and a lot of violence is starting to happen from it, man. All these major cities were receiving these immigrants, migrants, whatever you call it, man. So that's just another catalyst for chaos, Lord willing, man. All right, so that's what we're looking forward to. And again, we're just warning our people of these things to come, man. All right, 2 more precepts and that'll be it. The book of Isaiah 31 and verse 1. Woe to them that go down to Egypt. And this is Egypt being symbolic for bondage, and we're telling our people we're in Egypt bondage this very day. So destruction, woe means destruction. So destruction to them that go down to Egypt for help, meaning woe to them that don't trust in the God of the Bible. All right, woe to them that don't trust in his son Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahweh Shai, but rather trust in their oppressors. All right, rather worship the creature more than the creator. And go down, especially at this time, man. This is a very important time upon this earth. This ain't like yesterday or the day before. We at the end of the book, you see. So now is the time more than ever to really put your faith in Yahweh Shem Shai. Now in these people, look, man, I can testify right now. Some of my bills ain't paid, man, but I know if I put the Lord first, I ain't worried about it. You people worship money, it freaks you out. And that's all Jake care about. Pay my bills. If my bills getting paid, can you pay my bills? Can you pay my bills? Destiny Child had a song like that. You know, bills, bills, bills. That's all Jake fucking care about is money, money, money. And they worship it. And if it don't look readily available, you know, they freak out. Not freaking out. Been here before. It's nothing. The Lord, you know, he has all the money. You know, he invented that. You know what I mean? What we call money. All right. So it's nothing, man. But you have to really be in a certain place spiritually because, you know, that readily available spirit is going to be taken away from the earth and things are not going to be readily available for you wicked people, man. All right. It's going to be, you know, the Lord and his hopeful elect, man. And it's going to get ugly for them as well. But the difference is the Lord, through his word, you know, said that he was going to be there, you know, with those people, man, with that hopeful elect, man. All right. But again, woe to them that go down to Egypt for help and stay on horses and trust in chariots. Why? Because they are many, and in horsemen because they are very strong. Talking about the might and the power of the government, you know, of this nation. People trust in that because they see the money, they see the wealth, they see the power, the military might, you know, the healthcare system and things like that. And they liken this man, you know, to Yahweh Shema Shai. We not supposed to do that. A lot of people do, especially the Edomites. Of course, they look up to, you know, on this man and what he's able to do because of all these things, man, because of that power. All right, because they are very strong, but they look not unto the Holy One of Israel, neither seek the Lord Yahweh by Shem Yahweh Shai. They don't do that. They don't know the Lord, and the Lord don't know them, know of them. He created them, hell. All right, but you have to go into that word, man, and as it relates to Yahweh, and woe unto me to sit here and try to fully explain the depths of and the minds of Yahweh by Shem Yahweh Shai. All right, but the whole point is that, hey, bad times are coming. You better really trust in the Lord because you're going to get exposed. And we say this to ourselves first and foremost, but it's these things. Hearing my voice means we're still active in this. You know what I mean? We're putting forth an effort. We're giving diligence to make our calling and election sure. We're wise enough to see, hey, you know what? This prophecy thing has to be real, right? So we're doing things as if we want to be saved. You know what I mean? So you will hear our voices. You'll see our faces on the highways and byways and things like that. It's because we actually living what we preaching, practicing what we preaching through the Spirit. And it's only that Spirit that leads us to do so, not of our own power, of our own will, of our own might. We're wise and understand enough to know where our strength and our spirituality comes from, and how you guys and have a spirit of discernment to see you guys are full of it, you know. You guys are full of it. You're a bunch of liars, man. Our people, so many of them, 66% of them, you know, are I don't want to say created in vain, because everybody got a purpose, but you know what I mean? They're living in vain, you know, because they not doing nothing for Yahweh Shema Shai or the betterment of our nation as a whole. It's all about themselves and these little whack ass families that they like to promote so much. All about my family, that's my family, that. These families are whack as hell, man. Especially in Babylon the Great. This shit weak as hell. Now, are there moments, okay, where it can seem like things are decent? Absolutely. Look at the 90s. Everyone that was alive during the 90s can testify things were a little bit better. Was not perfect at all, but it seems like it was kind of balanced, man. You know, like there was still a level of innocence out there. I read that yesterday, somebody had posted there was a certain level of innocence. It was the last little bit, mind you, in the 90s, man. The technology wasn't insane. It was enough technology not to live in the damn caveman ages, but not so much where we're like we are now. You know, it's a good balance. People were outside, music was better, but don't get it twisted, bro. Things were completely effed up, gang banging, you know, all that crack was in the 80s. It was, come on, man, it was a mess. You know, this is not our rest, and that's what we try to tell our people, man. This is not your rest. But you know, you give a person a gift, it destroys the heart, man. Sometimes, man, that's what happened with our people. They've gotten these gifts to think that they are freed, you know. that we're home, that this is the kingdom, especially when we talk about Atlanta. You know, a lot of our people move to Atlanta thinking that this is the black Mecca. That's what they call it, the black Mecca. All right, this is where all the black people at. We've been down here, shouter. Like, you niggas don't know nothing about this. Like, it's our captivity, you know. But you know, this is where we was at. This is where Yahweh Shemal Shah had, you know, some of us at. So we just trying to tell you how it really is. We don't get it. We don't see what's the big obsession with it, man. You know, but these idiots, man. You know, folly is set in great dignity. Jake think, you know, Atlanta where it's at, man. They'll come all over the damn United States, man, to try to live in Atlanta. You know, try to be a rapper, a singer, an entrepreneur, you know, all this old crap, man. And it's not our rest. I've done lessons about this specifically. Atlanta is not your rest, and you best believe there's a great judgment. And take my word for it, man. Speaking through the spirit of power of Yahweh Shema Shah. First and foremost, I don't need to say it. Prophecy's already been written. When the Lord say, hey man, every, you know, paraphrasing, but you know, every building in this motherfucker gonna burn to the ground. So of course Atlanta's a part of that. But I believe truly, man, because Atlanta is definitely a lot of wickedness going on there, and a lot of our people are there. A lot of the nation of Israel are there, and they're moving down there. I see it like the Lord is funneling these idiots in there for judgment. Look at what's happening in California. Even when Texas had froze over that time, people, it was a mess. Right, people was freezing. Hurricane, Katrina. Florida always getting hurricanes. You already know judgment be coming to New York, but Atlanta, you know, they skating under the radar. And like I say, during the pandemic, man, that was one of the few places that was still kind of like bumping a little bit to the best of their ability. You know, they ain't shut it down all the way. Motherfucker was still getting out, cause that's all they fucking do in Atlanta is party. All right. And if you think the Lord's not aware of it, you're crazy. Have orgies on Tuesday, you know, morning. Shit like that is going down. It's packed out. It's so many women. It's, you know, everyone's prideful. It's crazy. Atlanta is insane right now. And I truly believe through the spirit and power of Yahweh Shema was shot. And I put up curses on it because this is my area of operation. Georgia, period. Oh, man. A special judgment is coming to Atlanta. They're gonna have their own individual judgment along with the, you know, judgment of the entire Babylon the Great, man. But you know, I'm thinking like, you know, the CDC there, Walking Dead was filmed there. I'm thinking the Lord gonna let like a pestilence go in that motherfucker, man. You know what I mean? And people it's a trap. That's what they call it. Y'all want to be in a trap so bad. Yeah, the Lord finna trap your ass right in Atlanta, and you're not gonna be able to go into another city. Don't be trying to come to the little country towns in GA now. You know, stay your ass right in Atlanta where you want to be for that light show. That's all people care about, that light show. All right, but hey, man, the Lord is aware of it, man, and judgment is going to come to Atlanta as well as the rest of these places. I'm just saying, like, you see California burn up every year. Atlanta, you done got puffed up enough now to get it. It's gonna be your turn next, you know, and they go for the rest of these places as well, man, you know. But ain't nobody really doing it like Atlanta and some of these major places, man. Everybody else kind of country, you know what I mean, or desert out, you know what I mean. These big places, these chief places of concourse and things like that. Oh man, it's the epitome of pride. Any major city is the pinnacle of pride here, man. So that's why you see these things happening in these big places, because it's high levels of wickedness. Hollywood got to be the most, either that or New York. And like I say, Atlanta, they coming for it. You know what I mean? But come on, Hollywood, California, all that shit that go down in Hollywood, the sacrifices and shit. This is a huge reason why the Lord let that thing burn up every freaking year. It burns. I don't know why people acting like this is nothing new. We've done videos on all this, man. People driving look like the middle of hell, or you know what they call hell. You know, look like the underworld or something, man. Some of those California fires in the years past. This is nothing new. And it's because of all this wickedness, man. Just wait till the Lord fully unleashes his power all at once, man. Or his wrath. All right, one more, man. The book of Habakkuk 2 and 3. And it reads, "For the vision is yet for an appointed time, but At the end it shall speak and not lie. So it's not lying, and we're discerning that time is now. Though it tarry, and it is tarrying, especially only for the Lord's hopeful elect, really, or a scoffer. You know what I mean? It's tarrying. Wait for it. So that's about patience. We gotta be patient. Now this thing ain't gonna last forever, but patience is required. And if you want to speed things up, then you convey that. Pray for few days left in our captivity, man. That's what the Lord told us to do. So if it's tarrying, then pray more. All right, that the Lord, speeds up prophecy, speeds up time for the elect's sake, cut time short. All right, because it will surely come, it will not tarry. There it is, man. So this vision, all right, for this appointed time that the prophets before us, have written down and made account for, we can discern we're living in those times now. And for the full manifestation of it, it's going to tarry a little bit, but we are in fact here at this pivotal point right now, man. All right, in prophecy, we're getting ready to go through the great tribulation, and they're getting ready to implement the mark of the beast, man, the RFID microchip, and without it you're not going to be able to buy or sell. Warning, warning, warning. Do not take the mark of the beast. All right, if you call yourself a believer in the God of the Bible and his son Yahweh Ba'Shem Yahweh Shai, all right, it is a commandment not to take that mark of the beast, or you're going to be destroyed and receive that quote unquote grievous sword. All right, and the Lord speaks in parables, so don't think you finna get a damn bump. All right, because oh yeah, that's the grievous sword, a little bump. Nah, dog. You know what I mean? You liable to melt from the inside out. Ain't no telling what the Lord gonna do, man. All right, but we don't wanna be a part of that wrath, man. So we just gotta keep our head up, man. Keep praying to myself first and foremost. All right, brothers, pray for the brotherhood. Pray for laborers for the harvest. Pray for the Aquaf, the few sisters out there. We don't never forget about y'all sisters, man. You may not hear us speak highly of the few sisters of the hopeful elect, but don't think we're unaware that the Lord got a remnant of real sisters out there, man. And we pray and hope to see y'all in the kingdom, man, with your husbands, man. And we salute each other and we live for all eternity, man. Other than that, man, we got to get there. So with that, I want to give all praises, honor, glory, and fear to Yahweh Ba'Shem Yahweh Shai. Till next time, shalom.